Okay, hardcore boxing heads, this is Steve Gallegos, the voice of TheTitleFight.com, and welcome to another podcast. We're going to recap what was a huge Saturday of boxing to close out 2012. The day started in Los Angeles at the LA Sports Arena, where Leo Santa Cruz, probably the most exciting young champion in the sport, put his IBF bantamweight title on the line against unbeaten Alberto Guevara in boxing's return to network television. Santa Cruz struggled for the first half of this fight as Guevara used good lateral movement to set up his shots. As the fight went on, Santa Cruz was able to find his range and began closing the distance while landing power shots. In the end, Santa Cruz would earn a 12-round unanimous decision to close out what has been a huge 2012. The future looks bright for Santa Cruz, and we look forward to seeing him more in 2013. Later that evening, from the same venue, the huge Showtime triple-header got underway. The night started with the always exciting Alfredo Angulo as he continued his climb back to the top, taking on Jorge Silva in a 10-round junior middleweight bout. This fight produced action from start to finish as both men stood toe-to-toe landing hard shots. Silva was game and hung in for 10 rounds, however Angulo was clearly the harder puncher and his shots had more pop to them. In the end, Angulo would earn a unanimous decision. In the second bout of the evening, unbeaten heavyweight prospect Deontay Wilder took on unbeaten Kelvin Price in a 10-round bout. These two fighters are very tall and lengthy, and they look like two power forwards battling in the paint. The first 2 rounds produced minimal action as both men appeared to be sluggish. In the third round, Wilder was able to land a huge overhand right, which dropped Price to the canvas. Price tried to get up, however he was unsuccessful, therefore the fight was stopped. A good win for Wilder as he improved to 26-0 with 26 knockouts. In the main event, former junior welterweight champion Amir Khan returned to the ring taking on unbeaten Carlos Molina. This was a must-win fight for Khan as he has lost his last 2 fights. Khan fired trainer Freddie Roach after his knockout loss to Danny Garcia this past summer. He hired new trainer Virgil Hunter, and he stated he would avoid getting into a war and will put on a great performance. He stayed true to his word and gave a masterful boxing performance. He boxed smartly and avoided exchanges while landing good crisp combinations. Although Molina was game, he was clearly outclassed by Khan, who gave him a boxing lesson. After 10 rounds, the Molina corner had seen enough and threw in the towel. This was a good comeback win for Khan, and he appears to be back. We definitely look forward to seeing him more in 2013. Also that night on HBO, the Filipino Flash Nonito Donaire took on the always exciting Jorge Arce from the Honda Center in Houston, Texas. After Juan Manuel Marquez's destruction of Manny Pacquiao last week, Filipino boxing fans were out for blood as they wanted revenge against Mexico, and they were looking for Nonito to come through. Unlike Pacquiao and Marquez, who are bitter rivals, Donaire and Arce are actually friends. However, that all went out the window once they stepped into the ring. From the opening bell, it was clear that Donaire was in command as he landed the quicker, harder shots. Arce, who is one of the sport's true blood and guts warriors, just couldn't get going in this fight. Donaire would drop Arce in the second and twice more in the third, right before the bell sounded. After the third knockdown, referee Lawrence Cole had seen enough and stopped the fight. So another great victory for the great Nonito Donaire as the Philippines got their revenge on Mexico. Arce did say in the post-fight interview that he will retire after this fight as he is financially set and wants to focus on his family. He has provided us with a lot of great memories over the years, and we wish him the best. This also marked the end of another era, as this was the final fight that Larry Merchant would call for HBO after calling fights for 35 years. We also wish Larry the best as he rides off into the sunset. Well, that does it for this session, Fight Freaks. Until next time, this is Steve Gallegos, wishing you happy holidays on behalf of TheTitleFight.com.